Hey, welcome back to another episode for Life for Living Well. My name is Richard. Before I dive into the topic that I have for us this week, I like to say if you like to know one or two things about this community, Life for Living Well, you can check it out on our website at www.lifeforlivingwell.com. And if you like to receive our weekly article, please sign up with your email and you will be one of the article lists that we compile on the community website that are receiving the weekly article if you're not able to follow this podcast regularly. And please share this podcast with friends and family if it's being helpful and being productive. So please share this podcast. You can also direct them to the community YouTube at Life for Living Well. If you just type it on your YouTube, you will also be able to see it. So let's dive into it without taking much of your time. So we continue from last week topic where we are looking at imaginations and we are tackling it in a different perspective. So the topic for this week is what I call the master key. Why imagination governs the world. Let us reason together. Let us evaluate the conclusion of Albert Einstein about imagination. Again, as of last week, I'm also taking again this week from Albert Einstein. So he put it this way: imagination is more important than knowledge. For knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, stimulating progress, giving birth to evolution. And this is famously stated by Albert Einstein. And if you take a minute, digest, absorb that quote, and try to imagine how that statement is true. Imagination is more important than the knowledge. We live in the world where the focus are put on your status, whether you are a PhD holder, whether you're a doctor, whether you're an engineer, or whether you just generally develop yourself to the point that you have deep understanding of a lot of things. But where the imagination is missing, then you struggle to navigate the puzzles of the world because the knowledge itself is so limited by nature, whereas imagination embraces the entire world. I don't know whether you have a chance to sit beside the plane window in the plane and you can look down and you can see how insignificant a human being could be, like a drop in the ocean. And with imagination, Albert Einstein argued that it will also allow us by stimulating progress, giving birth to evolution, not revolution. Because things by its nature need to die, need to emerge, need to recreate. So, as we progress, the universe is defined by abundance. There is truly no need to harbor jealousy or envy toward others' possess. It's always surprised me when I notice or add or see someone jealousing or showing a bit of jealous toward another person's possession or status, not knowing that that particular person might be whatever chapter in their life journey and comparing your own current chapter to that chapter. I hear mostly people say, oh, we went to school together. He left me behind. We are the same age. in their little mind, thinking like the thing that you make happen to you is because it has to happen because you are a certain age. No. In reality, sometimes your mind have to be fully ready, fully evolved, and then you start seeing the changes in your physical space. If you're always thinking rich people are bad people, if you're always thinking money is bad, no wonder you'll be struggle with money. If it's the only thing you say is criticism, it will be so difficult to see the opportunity in the same place. If you spend all your day from the morning to night and the only thing you focus all your energy is to find out what is not working, it will be so difficult for you to imagine what is the solution. And there's more power, there's more happiness, there's more joy, there's more growth when we can imagine and our imagination can create resolution. And that's what we need most things in life. Yet many still struggle with the weight of comparison, trapped by expectations and limiting beliefs conditioned into our minds from a young age. Like I just said, someone that believes that people that have money is either they steal the money or they are a bad person. You will not be surprised when this kind of person always have the issue with money in the adult. Always think having the money means it's the bad thing. What about the knowledge? When I once speak to a very intelligent woman, and she has a way of seeing things that it always trigger my curiosity with her. She will say when there's a political changes in the country, she will say a word that it happened because of her. Then I asked, why you think this happened because of her? What example is the Brexit in the UK? And she said, every time I move to another place, something always happens. And I said, okay, what has happened here that's affecting your life? Nothing. How long do you know the country has been having a conversation about Brexit before you even decided to take a job offer and move to the country? So I have this conversation and I get curious about it. Things like people that are intelligent, people that are smart, people that do great stuff because they are born with it, because they have talent. To an extent, it's true. But I also see people of no talent, but they have imagination and they have resilience. I've seen, at least I know 2 or 3 people. They have imagination and they are resilient. And they are far more successful with the people that the society label that they have a natural talent because they refuse to imagine, they refuse to work at all. So we have the power to free ourselves from the toxic web of fear and limitation that society promotes. Imagination is the master key. Last week we talked about how imagination become a key. This week is looking at it as a master key, that is the kind of key that can open many unlimited doors. Some doors, if you don't use that key, you cannot open it. But if you have a master key, it is believed that it can open the door. It's your imagination. Imagine that you do not have the money, you do not use currency, how will you live? Imagine a world where people don't need to go to the hospital, they can self-diagnose themselves. Imagine a world where we don't take the lives of any beings. Imagination. Someone imagine of tractor, they created it. Someone imagine of plane, they created it. What is your own imagination today? To have a reflection to where you want to see yourself in the 5 years time, even 10 years time, even in a week's time. A universal tool capable of opening doors that logic cannot budge. People that are very logical in their thinking, they always misjudge an intelligent problem with intellect. They use their intellect to want to tackle every problem. But the problem with that is that once they solve one problem, they also replicate multiple problems. And we hardly create the time that I call thinking time, because we are so overloaded with information, overloaded with responsibility. And we are not careful, we're becoming more zombie. There was one African legend singer, fella, that sang about zombie. It's a political song about soldiers that they just take the orders. They can't think for themselves. And I think that's the nature of the army. They take the order. And he sang the song this way: zombie, oh zombie, zombie, oh zombie. So what I'm trying to say is that we are not a zombie. We are built with powerful engine within us. And until we trigger it, until we use it, we cannot create evolution that we have to experience in this world. At one time, when we were a baby, we cannot walk. We become toddler, we learn to walk. Our speech is wobbly, we grow, our speech corrects itself. This is evolution. So what of that evolution that is artificial? The kind of life we want to live, the kind of person we want to be, the changes that we want to bring into this world. Because whether we like it or not, our days and time on earth is limited. People don't remember what you do for them most of the time, but they can never forget how you made them feel. So think back to your childhood. Notice how imagination shaped your play, your friendships, and your boundless sense of possibility. Oh, friend, I sincerely want to encourage us to get into a habit of creating space, time, where we allow imagination. As I'm bringing this tour to the end, a society that values intellect above all else risks drifting away from the very voice or force that builds civilization. Like I said, we all do it. We get trapped with intellect most of the time to solve intelligent problems, like your emotions, psychological pain, culture. So finally, your daily observations are keys waiting to unlock the prisons of the mind. Use your imagination to blueprint the life you desire today. Notice how quickly it transforms your relationship with time, purpose, and possibility. I hope this message helps someone. Until we catch up again, if you'd like to reach out to me, please send me an email to our email at info@lifeforlivingwell.com. If you also want to know about the books, about the audios, about the video, about the articles that the community publish out every week, please check it out on our website at www.lifeforlivingwell.com. Whatever you do, have fun and look after yourself. Thank you. Ciao.